We have a clip name. Japan's coffee is bottom tier because
probably not.
Well, we do now.
Yeah, we do
Japan's
now.
coffee.
Have we talked about Japan's coffee yet?
It's fucking awful.
It's awful.
It
is.
Japan truly is a tea society.
I did.
We live in a tea society.
We live in a tea society.
It's awful, man. It's like dirt.
Yeah, I didn't know that I cared about coffee until I moved to Japan and I realized that the coffee here was shit. Because I thought living in England, I'm just like whatever. I would fucking. I thought like my coffee tolerance was. I'll fucking take instant coffee if I need to. But like when I moved to Japan, I've realized what shit coffee tastes like.
But then I got a job. And now I know. No, because remember the fucking like just the brainwashing that happens. The first time you come to Japan, you're like, I can buy a hot coffee at a vending machine? Oh my god, I'm gonna buy this every fucking day.
Oh my god.
And then you realize it's just all sugar.
And then you realize
like
it's all crap.
Coffee.
And you're like, oh, Starbucks has never been so fucking attractive to me.
So as you know, Japan has like a fuck ton of vending machines like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I remember whenever I used to go on holiday in Japan, I'd always get the coffee vending machine coffee every single day.
Oh yeah, of course.
Without fail. And I'm just like, I will never get bored of this at all. This is fucking amazing. I don't need to go to a fucking Starbucks or a coffee shop to get my coffee. I can just go to a vending machine. And then I moved here. And then I don't know what it is about moving here. Like something switched in my brain, right? And then I just instantly recognized it as like, oh, this tastes like crap. This is processed instant coffee shit. And I don't know why. I don't know what switched in my brain. Like, why is it that when I was here as a tourist, vending machine coffee and vending machine drinks were just like fucking like 5-star.
Because we don't have it in the UK, so you're like amazed by it.
It's just like a new weird thing, right? Like, you know, Connor, I remember, was talking about how, you know, every time you came here to visit, you would fucking eat, you know, Family Mart onigiri every day, right?
Yeah.
And then you realized, oh, this is not that great, actually.
I've actually gone back on it now.
Oh, really?
I've come
You
like
say that like a drunk.
I've come like full circle.
I've relapsed.
I was very diehard sandwiches for like a year and a half, and now I'm like, man, I just crave rice now. What the fuck's going on?
I mean, the onigiris are fucking great, dude.
Yeah, they are.
Onigiris are great. I mean, I've never been off them.
Yeah.
I've never been off.
I realized I just sound like a druggie right there.
I'm not dependent
How
on
many
them.
onigiri weeks sober you got?
How many onigiris is too much?
Going back to the coffee, right? For
Yeah.
me, coffee is as much of like a smell thing as it is a drink thing. Like I need the reason why I like going into a coffee shop is because I need that wall of coffee smell to hit me.
Yeah.
That's what makes me feel like I'm ready to fucking drink.
I'd say coffee is a fucking morning thing for me right now because
not a morning, a fucking morning.
it is a fucking morning. Because like, honestly, is your morning really started if you don't have a coffee? Because to me, if I don't have a coffee, that's like my indicator that my morning has begun. I can begin the day. If I don't have the coffee, then I'm just like in permanent like 50% brain mode.
No coffee, I sleep. Coffee, I wake.
Exactly. No, that's literally how I am. I don't know if it's a placebo thing.
No,
or if
I'm totally the same. Like, I remember there was one week where I was like, I might be a little too dependent on coffee. Let me back it up a bit.
Yeah.
You know? Because I was having like, you know, 2-3 cups of coffee a day.
Right.
So I was
I
like,
have like 4 or 5.
yeah, right.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, that's probably not that good for me. My heart's probably about to explode. So let me just go a week with no coffee and see how I do. Dude, day 2, I was like, I was getting just insane migraines in my head. I was like, I'm really fucking dependent on this shit to start the day.
I just get sluggish if I stop. I don't really get too bad.
You don't get like coffee headaches?
No, I never got that. I've had friends who got it.
How it feels for me is that, you know, that scene in the film where it's like they got the grayscale filter on it. That's how I see the world before I have my coffee, man. And then like I have the coffee, and then like they instantly turn up the saturation. That is how my mornings work.
I go from grayscale to sepia.
You are
After a coffee.
the fucking meme of don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. Like you're literally that guy.
No, because I remember when I first moved to Japan, and my mornings were just like so depressing because I didn't have that first good hot coffee to look forward to, right? Because even if I'd go to my like Family Mart to get a coffee, it was like really watered down coffee. It wasn't. I don't know. I've noticed the more I grow up, it's the little things in life that you need to look forward to. I don't know.
It's the little things.
It is the little things. Like my mornings are 20% less happy if I don't have a coffee to look forward to.
Yeah, I just feel like my day is depressing. That's kind of about it, really.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's like most days, so it doesn't really... One time I went to an Italian restaurant here, and, you know, I feel like an Italian restaurant, I feel like you can almost judge it on how good their espresso is with the meal.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It must end on an espresso. I feel at least like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, so it was pretty good food. And I was like, not bad.
Have you found one that has a good espresso? Because I've yet to find one yet.
There's one or two that, you know, if I see the actual espresso machine in the back, I'm like, nice.
Yeah.
I like, you know, it's going to be good because they've gone to the effort to get this ridiculously expensive machine just for this like one part of the meal, right?
Yeah.
But I was eating there and the food was pretty good. You know, I wasn't disappointed and I thought, well, fantastic. I'm going to end my meal off with an espresso. And it said on the menu, it said espresso. And it was a double or a single. And so I ordered the double espresso and they just brought out essentially an Americano. And
What?
And I said like, oh, no. I ordered the espresso. I'm like, oh, no, that's the espresso. And I'm like, what? It's like this tall. I'm like, that's not an espresso. And if it is, I'm going to be having a heart attack.
It's like a triple double espresso.
I'm like, what? Am I the asshole here? Are you going to make me pay for this? I'm not paying for this. I paid for it, but you know.
I didn't walk out. Right?
Naturally, I didn't complain and I paid for it, but that's not the point. I mean, I was very disappointed.
Was that at least a good Americano?
No, it was awful.
Oh, fuck.
That day onwards, I swore against ordering coffee in places where I couldn't visibly see an espresso machine in the establishment. I'm like, take me to the back. Let's see what's going on. Come on.
Yeah, because I'd say like the best purchase I've made in Japan, bar none, is the Nespresso machine.
I'm gonna get that soon.
Bro, I would trade my firstborn son for an espresso machine. Honestly, straight up. Like that thing, I hug that thing every day. I give it a morning kiss. You know, I could go homeless, and the one thing I'd keep with me is the Nespresso machine. I'd be going around on the street holding the Nespresso machine, plugging it into outlets when I can, just to get a coffee.